Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I have another exciting video that is pinball related today. One of the things that I think you all probably know by now that I do and have a passion for is pinball. Yay! And video games too, but well, obviously Corvettes and cars and things like that. Anything mechanical, I love it. If it's meant to be enjoyable and fun, to experience the mechanical aspects of a machine, I like that a lot for some reason. I don't know why, but I do. And you probably do too, otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? So today what I'm doing is I'm looking at this pinball machine here, which as you can see is Elvira and the Party Monsters. This is a really great game from 1989, and it has a lot of cool features, one of which, oh hi. Oh yeah, you want to get in on the action here? Okay, come here. There we go. Well, Rory wanted to join the party, so there he is. This is Elvira and the Party Monsters, and I have a party monster right here. So one of the things that this game is not doing that it is supposed to be doing is talking to me when I play a game, or talking to whoever's playing a game. And it is not. So there is a problem with some of the speech on the game, and I am in the process of trying to figure out why she's not talking. So let's get into that, and yeah, well, actually, let's talk about this game a little bit first before we get into that. Okay, so one of the things about machines, whether they're pinball machines or video arcade games or cars, one of the things that I love about machines is knowing their history. To me, history is really cool and important. So this particular Elvira, I bought from someone about, I guess, 8 or 10 years ago, maybe. And inside, let's see, yeah, I got, it just fell on the floor. I just fell on my butt. Inside here, if I can do this, I feel pretty retarded today. Okay, here, let's get that. Sorry, I shouldn't probably say I feel retarded, but anyway, inside here was this. This is I can't really see it. This is an amusement machine certificate license, and it is for Ramja Sandwich Shop, or Ramia's Sandwich Shop in Jacksonville, Florida. So you can probably read that better than I can right now. It's kind of dark in here actually, and so it's coming up on camera better than it is on my actual face. So what I did was I looked this up because I was curious about it. Let me put this back in here. Oops. So put that back inside there. Oh, hello. So I was curious. Well, let's get back up here. So when I got this game, the side art was incredibly there. The side art was actually in really great shape. Like, I hardly had to do anything to the cabinet here. So I got really lucky, and it's in amazing condition. What was wrong with it when I got it was this was all bare wood here, and I hand painted that, and then I clear coated, hello. I clear coated the playfield, which I don't think you can really see, but I had to touch up a lot of paint down in there in order to make that look so pretty. But the glass that came on it was actually this one that I have moved over to this Jungle Lord. This Jungle Lord is not very pretty. It's in bad shape. But I don't know if you can see this, but see these scratches on the glass? There were all these weird initials and kind of graffiti and crap scratched into the glass. And so I thought, well, gee, I wonder where this game was. Well, turns out it was at a sandwich shop across from a junior high school. So that was interesting, I thought. And let's see. There. My cat just loves to be up on these games. I don't know if I posted it on this channel. It might be on my other channel. But I posted a video called Kitten Plays Pinball. It's pretty funny. So what's wrong with this game? Well, Cassandra Peterson, who plays Elvira, or is Elvira, I should say, she did a lot of voice work for the game, and it is supposed to be saying a lot of cool stuff. When you press the play button, which is here, when you press the start button, she's supposed to, it'll do a music, and then it's supposed to say, "Let's party." And that's not working. So I'm gonna just press the play button, and we'll hear that it's not working. So right there at the end of that, she was supposed to say, "Let's party." Now, I'm gonna turn the game off because I need to open up the back box. Okay, so I've got the game off, and I took off the back glass, and this is what all the lighting looks like behind the back glass. It's a lot of cool stuff. Those are her booby lights. These big ones are just like big flashers and stuff. They're pretty cool. So inside here we have a ton of stuff to deal with, right? So what is all this? Well, we have a relay up here that controls certain features, certain lights. We have a bunch of different control boards. This one is the 5-volt power supply that's used for the MPU. It's called Master Processing Unit. So this big board right here is basically the computer, right? That is the processor, the main processor. So all these processors inside it, they all control the game itself. The batteries are used for storing data into memory, which at the time they needed power to do so. Nowadays you can do it without that. This is the main power supply over here. So it's got a couple of rectifiers and a big capacitor, and that controls power to the solenoids that operate various things on the game here, and it's high power stuff. This section also has some switching for solenoids and lights and stuff like that. So relays like this one, those are most likely controlled by some of these transistors here, and you know, that's pretty much that. The thing I have, then this bottom piece down here is called the oh shoot, there's a name for that. Now it's escaping me. But basically, it's an interface between all of this and the playfield. So it's like a playfield interface board or something to that effect. As you can tell, it's a highly complicated arrangement of stuff, which could nowadays probably be replaced by a Raspberry Pi, which I think is awesome. What we're concerned about, and this board up here is the audio board. So this board actually contains speech and music, but there's also speech and music contained on here as well. This ribbon cable sends control signals to this board, and theoretically, I guess I could short some of these out and do tests and whatnot. But there is a button here on the main MPU that if you press that, you should get 2 tones out of it, and those are not happening. So if I turn the game back on, we'll see it boot up. This is cool because we have some diagnostic help here. I don't know if diagnostics LED is supposed to continue blinking like that or not, but this is supposed to produce 2 tones, and it's not doing anything. That is probably because, and I'm taking a wild guess here, but there are 2 6502 processors on this board that basically these control the main game and audio control. So, and then all these other processors, I mean, they do a lot of different stuff. That one looks a little bit charred. Sometimes these can get shorted out inside or something, and they'll get really hot. I use this little pad of my finger right there to kind of feel them. The main processors, these right here, tend to get warm after the game's been on a while. Oh, but one of the things, I see. One of the things that gets really hot are these guys here, these resistors. Those will get very hot. And as you can see, they will cause some heat damage to the components above them. So I'm wondering if maybe something in here is causing a problem. But really our concern is this section here. And one of the things that they suggest you do is just swap the 6502s. I think that's what these are. Just pull them out and switch them. And if the game doesn't work right, then you know that your speech sound ROM is bad. So that'll probably be the next step that I take to see if this is bad. And if one of those is bad, then I don't know what I'll do. I'll have to order up some new ones. As anybody who's got experience with these games can tell, these ROMs, this one, and then some of these speech ROMs up here have all been replaced with aftermarket ROMs. I'm assuming that there was some speech issues with this game previously, and I don't know. So that's the debugging that we're gonna have to do on it. Oh God, those are hot. These are not hot. Those guys are really hot. Yeah. Makes me wonder if any of the components above them are fried. All right, guys. So what I have done is I have swapped 2 chips. This one is a 6502, as is that one right there. So this one controls the game. These are the game CPU ROMs. So that controls the game. And then this microprocessor up here controls the audio. Well, I was having problems with the audio not working correctly. And what one person online suggested is that you swap the 2 6502s, and if the game doesn't play at all, then you know that your sound chip is bad. So I did that, and this is what happened. Let's turn it on. And as you can see, nothing is happening. So let me turn it back off. Obviously, what we have is a bad chip. Yes, IC chips are known to go bad from time to time. So what I'm going to do is I have ordered some new 6502s, and they should be here sometime. Don't know when. Hopefully soon. The mail does seem to be functioning pretty well these days. So that's that. At least for now. So I'm just going to leave the game right here, just as is. I'm going to go ahead and close her up for now, put her back together, and when I get those chips, I'll put those in, and we'll see if she can talk to us again. Yay, hopefully. So, more of that coming, and hopefully we'll have Elvira in 100% working order. The last thing that I had to do was the general elimination. There's 2 types of GI on this game. Well, not 2 types, I should say, but 2 circuits of GI. One is along the left side, and one is along the right side. And the right side GI was not working. The problem with the GI was not a connector issue in the back box. It was actually this relay right here. So right up under here, let's see, where are you? There you are. There's this little relay board right here, and where the yellow and purple wires connect into that Molex connector right there, the pins on that just needed to be reflowed, and that fixed the problem. So that relay right there controls the GI on and off. There you can see it a little bit better. So I reflowed the pins on that little circuit board, and that took care of that problem. So if you have GI issues on a System 11 or 11B, which is what this one is, then just go ahead and take a look there first. This is what I would recommend checking first and make sure. The reason why that probably needed to be reflowed is because it's sitting right between 2 of the most powerful solenoids on the playfield, which would shake the ever-living begoobers out of that little thing. So, that's that. One thing I love about these is like stickers like this, you know, that people put on there. There's a Collins coin-op sticker. I guess they maintained it. Then there was this, what did that say? High speed. That was a high speed label that they stuck in here and scratched out and put Elvira and Bally. That's too funny. You know, this is an interesting game. There's the original manufacturer sticker. I should stick that down with something. This is one game I do not plan to get rid of, by the way, if you're curious as to whether or not I'm going to sell this one. The answer to that is no, because I am a huge Elvira fan, and I love Cassandra. She's an awesome chick. But this game is so much fun, and it's got so much character, and it's just a really cool game, and I don't want to let go of it just yet. So I do plan to keep it. It's got a lot of neat features. And when all the sound is working, it's actually a really cool game. It's a really cool game even without all the sound working. But, you know, and of course, you got to have a game with boobs all over it. I mean, who doesn't want a game with boobs all over it? And if Cassandra or Elvira is anything, she is boobs. No, I'm kidding. I don't want the game just because there's boobs all over. I love her. I think she's awesome. But anyway, okie dokie guys, welcome back. We are happy to report that we have our new 6802s. Let's see, can we see that? 6802. Yep, 6802P. So that is the chip we need. So I gather that this is going to be the one that controls the board, actually the game, since it's here by the CPU, and then there's the other one up there that that is controlling the speech section on the main board, and it also controls the extra sound from this. This board up here is what actually produces the music and sound effects and stuff. So what I want to do is to have this really nice pair of tweezers that actually works very well for getting under these chips. I'm going to be very careful not to pop the socket out of place, but I'm going to have to use 2 hands for that. All right, so I have, let's get a light on here. I've replaced the CPU-based 6802. Now we're going to fire it up and we're going to keep an eye on these 3 lights there. And the game should play, actually. So let's turn it on and see what happens. So if I'm correct, then that one IC chip should now be, well, so let me start that over. So my theory is that the chip I replaced with the new one is the one that was bad, that was controlling the sound at the top of the board, which I swapped those 2 chips, and then the game wouldn't play. So if the game plays now and starts up, we should get "Let's Party" as one of the vocal things initially when the game starts up. So not when I turn it on, but when it starts. So I'm going to power it on, and we should hopefully see actual attract mode and not just still static and do nothing lights. So far, oh my god, yay! Look at that! Woohoo! Oh, there's a ball stuck in there. Let's get that down. All right, so that's good, and our lights are good up there. We got 3 lights. That looks good. Looks like everything's working. Hot diggity dog. Oh my gosh. Let's see what happens when we start a game. Before, she wasn't saying "Let's Party," which is what she's supposed to. Let's see if she says it now.
Hey, let's party!
Hey, woohoo! Fuck yes! Oh my god! I fixed it. Yay! Alright. Alright, there you go, guys. So, yet another restoration project done. This one was the culmination of some years in the works, mainly because I didn't realize that she was supposed to be saying all these different things until recently. So I'm super duper excited to have this completed, and this is going to stay in my personal pinball collection for quite some time because it's just a fun game. And now that it works right, I don't want to get rid of it, obviously. Well, not obviously, perhaps, but obviously to me. So don't worry, you guys, all of my Corvette fanatics out there. I will have more Corvette videos coming up soon. There's just been a lot going on in my personal life lately that's really exciting and fucking amazing. Pardon my French, but things are good. So a lot of exciting stuff coming up here soon. I hope you're having wonderful holidays. We're just days away from Christmas and New Year's. Can you believe it has been like 2021 just went by like that? It's amazing. It's been awesome, actually, because it's been an interesting year. So anyway, enough rambling on by yours truly. Stick around. Don't leave my channel. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. If I hit 1,000 subscribers, that's a big landmark for me, road milestone, whatever. I am now going to go find something else awesome to restore. So get off your duff, get out there.
Hey, let's party!
And let's party! Woo!